again. Welcome to class number 106. No, 1006. 1006 classes. Each one 26 minutes. How much is that? That's a lot, you know? Yeah. How's the microphone? Is it working okay? All right. We had a problem in the last class with the microphone. 1006 classes. When I finish this class today, my God, 1006, 1006 times 26 minutes is or equals 26,156 minutes. Fijaos, digo times. 106 clases veces 26 minutos, o sea, multiplicado por. Multiplied by 1006 classes times 26 minutes equals 26,156 minutes. Divided by 60 minutes gives us 435.9 hours. 436 hours, rounding up, not rounding down. Redondear is to round, como redondo. Round up, round down. Rounding up, by the time I finish this class today, I will have, futuro perfecto aquí. By the time I finish this class, by the time I finish this class, I will have given, future perfect, I will have given 436 hours of class. No parece tanto, ¿verdad? 436 hours of class. Yes. Eso se llama true love. Amor verdadero. ¿A que sí? How do you say? Al arte de enseñar inglés. All right. 400, that's a lot of time. 436 hours. Sitting in front of this camera. Okay, but we need to continue. The show must go on. Okay, I want to finish tell. I was with the famous grammar book, English into English Grammar. This is a very good book. All right, to tell the time is decir la hora, saber decir la hora. To tell a story, contar un cuento, un relato, una narrativa, to tell a story. Tell me a story. Tell me a story. Pues érase una vez, once upon a time there was, así se empieza en inglés, una vez en un tiempo, upon escrito. Once upon a time, there was a little girl by the name of Goldilocks, Ricitos de Oro. Yeah. And she was walking alone through the forest, and she saw a house. And this little girl was a bit curious. And you remember, curiosity killed the cat. All right, so she decided to go and said, once upon a time, let's tell a story. I'm telling a story. Before television, and before radio, before cinema, of course, the only entertainment at home was telling stories. That's when people told stories all the time. And many of the best novelists, especially female novelists, like Jane Austen, the Bronte sisters, las hermanas Bronte sisters, and Virginia Woolf, etc. When they were little girls, their mothers or fathers told them stories. And telling stories, well, it creates imagination, because when you're telling a story, once upon a time, there was a man in the port of Bombay in India, and he needed to go by ship from Bombay to Jakarta, the capital of Indonesia. He needed to go from India to Indonesia, more specifically from Bombay to Jakarta. And there was a steamship in the harbor, a steamship, un vapor, un carguero, a base de vapor, in the harbor, and he asked do you accept passengers? And the captain of the steamship says, well, we don't accept passengers, but we have our price. How much are you willing to pay? And the man said, well, I'll pay you $300 to go to Jakarta. And the captain said, well, I'll do it for 500. And the man says, well, I only have 450. I'll give you 400. It's a deal. And the man got on the steamship, literalmente barco de vapor, the steamship. And it left, later in the day, it left the harbor. The harbor or port? Port. Port es un puerto de mar. Harbor es la zona portuaria natural de dicho puerto. Puerto puede ser una cosa dragada para crear un puerto, no artificial, pero casi. That's a port. The port is technical. Harbor is natural. All right. I'm telling a story. We are said to tell, contar una historia. Pero también se dice, no me cuentes historias. Okay, here you say in Spanish, which we don't say. Don't tell me tall tales. Tall tales son cuentos chinos. Tale también es cuento. Fairy tales son cuentos de hadas. Fairi, como like the hand lotion for washing dishes. It's not for your hands, it's for washing dishes. Fairy. Hada madrina. Fairy godmother. Yes, the fairies. Fairy. And so fairy tales, escrito tales, or cuentos de hadas. What's the most famous fairy tale in history, in the world? Well, the most famous fairy tale in Western civilization, I don't know, it's interesting. Maybe Snow White, Blancanieves, a lo mejor. Maybe Snow White is the most famous fairy tale in Western civilization. Sleeping Beauty. Pero gracias a Disney, Walt Disney, I mean, he brought out the fairy tales and made them even more famous. To tell a story, to tell a tall tale, decir un cuento chino, to tell a tall tale, to tell a joke, contar un chiste, cuéntame un chiste, tell me a joke. Come on, tell me a joke. I don't know. I can't tell jokes on television. I'm not a comedian. Yeah. How long did it take Moses to build the ark? How long did it take Moses to build the ark? That's not a joke. That's a riddle. All right. Un acertijo, no es un chiste. Bueno, Marta, a ver, tú me dices, ¿cuánto tiempo tardó Moisés en construir el arca? ¿Sabes? Do you know? You don't know. No fue Moisés, fue Noé. I caught her. You see, that's a joke. So I played a joke. Le gasté una bromita. I played a joke on Marta. All right. To tell a joke is contar un chiste. To play a joke is gastar una broma. So be careful. Listen. To tell a joke and to play a joke. To tell a secret. Tell me a secret. To tell secrets. To keep a secret. Yeah. I remember about 2 months ago, a person asked me about something, and I said, well, I can't tell you. He said, come on, tell me, Richard, tell me. I can't tell you, it's a secret. Come on, you can tell me. And finally I said, well, Manoli, I said, do you know how to keep a secret? ¿Sabe cuál es un secreto? He said, do you know how to keep? Do you know how to keep a secret? I said, yeah. Me too. Okay. I didn't tell her. I know how to keep a secret too. A secret. Tell me a secret. Yes. You know, I've noticed that women, of course, women keep secrets. It's part of the female strength is the ability to keep secrets. But I've noticed in Spain between mothers and daughters and things, they keep a lot of secrets about things in the family. They keep a lot of secrets. All right, to tell one thing from the other. Yeah. Can you tell these pencils apart? Can you tell the difference between this pencil and this one? Can you tell them apart? Can you tell them apart? Decirles aparte. O sea, distinguir el uno del otro. Can you tell them apart? Of course. One's yellow and the other's pink. It's easy to tell these two pencils apart. Yeah, it's easy to tell the difference between this pencil and this one because they have different colors, of course. But can you tell these two pencils apart? Can you tell the difference? Yeah. One is taller than the other, or longer. One is longer than the other. Hecho tall porque estatura. Long. One is longer than the other. So yes, I can tell them. I can tell the difference. Now, if you hold them separately like this, far from each other, I can't tell the difference between the two pencils. I can't tell them apart. They are identical twins. Son gemelos. Identical twins. I can't tell them apart. Yes. To tell the difference between things. To tell. All right. That's grammar for today. This is in the grammar book. This book. Get it. Buy it. My God. If you don't buy it, you're making a big mistake. Yeah. All right. Gain fluency. Page. Now, you don't make one of the page. 63 in the middle. Yes. It takes 20 hours to fly from Madrid to Dallas. Yes. The flight is 10 hours. But all the other things take so much time that it's really 20 hours from door to door. Okay, let's see. If you fly from Dallas, for example, the flight is at 12 o'clock, midday. 12 o'clock, what you say 12 o'clock in the morning. In English, we say 12 o'clock noon, or 12 o'clock midday. O sea, del mediodía a las 12 is the flight. All right. But we need to be at the airport. Because of an international flight, we need to be at the airport at 9 o'clock. Which means we need to leave home at 8:15 or 8:30. Let's say 8:30. To leave at 8:30, we need to get up at 7 to make sure everything is okay. And maybe the last half hour is for checking everything, so it's part of the flight. So really, from 8 o'clock, we leave home at 8:30, but we start everything. The trip starts at 8, and the flight leaves at 12. So 4 hours have transpired. Transpirar en inglés es en español sudar, pero transpirar en inglés es que ha pasado un tiempo. It's transpired. 4 hours have gone by. Se dice más lo último. Han pasado ya 4 horas. Have gone by. 4 hours have passed. No más fácil, eh? And then we fly. 10 hours, eh? Which means we arrive in Dallas 10 hours later. All right. 10 hours later. At 12, at 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. Spanish time, 10 p.m. Spanish time, which is 3 p.m. Texas time, okay? So, but it's 10-hour flight, so that's 14 hours so far. 14 hours. We get off the plane and we go through customs, passport control. And normally, well, the Dallas-Fort Worth airport is international. There are a lot of people. And normally it takes an hour to go through customs. So that's 15 hours. Then we go to baggage claims. Bagaje, bagaje es el equipaje. Baggage, reclamación de equipajes. You know, the carousels. Se dice carrusel también aquí, ¿no? The carousels, and you get your bags. And then another half hour So now we're at 15 and a half hours, and then you take the shuttle bus. Shuttle, doble T. Shuttle bus means el autobús que da el circuito para different terminals and to the car rental center where you administrate the rental of your car. And so it's really between baggage claims and that, it's at 16 hours. So now we're 16 hours. And then you have to fill out the forms and everything to rent the car. 16 and a half hours. And then you get into the car and you drive to the hotel. 30 minutes or an hour, 17 hours, 18 hours. It takes a long time. It's a long, long day. I remember one man who went to the United States, and when he came back, he didn't smoke anymore. So, you quit smoking, because he was a smoker in Spain. He smoked more than a pack a day. And I said, how did you manage to quit smoking? ¿Cómo lograste dejar de fumar? How did you manage to quit smoking? He said, it was easy. Really? How? He said, the first day, I spent 15 hours in the airports or in the airplane, and I couldn't smoke. And so thanks to the long trip, I was able to get through the first day without smoking. The second day was easier. Also, he was in a different atmosphere in the United States. And when you're in a completely different atmosphere, the stimulus to smoke changes. So he came back and he didn't smoke. All right. So it takes 20 hours in all. Exagero un poco aquí. I exaggerate a little bit. It takes 20 hours in all. En total is in all. So tarda 20 horas en total. It takes 20 hours in all to fly from Madrid to Dallas. The flight is 10 hours, but all the other things take so much time that it's really 20 hours from door to door. 17. All right, the next one. Page 63, in the middle. My uncle, esto es verdad. My uncle was a commercial airline pilot. Well, no es verdad. My two uncles were pilots. One was a military pilot, and the other was originally a military pilot, but then he had his own plane, a Cessna 150. So they're both pilots. But he wasn't a commercial pilot. He was a private pilot. My uncle was a aquí dice commercial. My uncle was a commercial pilot, and he told me that the most dangerous moment of a flight was the taxi to and from the airport. He said that it's 10 times more dangerous than flying. Yeah, it's true. The taxi to the airport is much, much more dangerous than the flight. All right. My uncle was a commercial pilot. Significa que ha muerto. My uncle was fue en un momento. My uncle was a commercial pilot. And he told me that the most dangerous moment of a flight was the taxi to and from, y desde, to and from the airport, hasta y desde, to and from the airport. He told. Sería he told me. Si añado me, it's told. He said that it's 10 times more dangerous than flying. And this is true. The likelihood that you will be killed or injured in the trip to the airport is 10 times more than the likelihood that you will die or be injured perhaps in a commercial airline. Private flights, I don't know. All right. So, the next time you go to the airport to take a flight and you're worried, well, when you reach the airport successfully, you say, I'm okay now. Ya está. All right. I have successfully overcome the most dangerous moment of a flight. All right. The next one, page 63, paragraph 557. I feel sorry for them. I feel sorry for them. Yeah. Tengo pena. Siento pena por ellos. I feel sorry. Sientes pena por mí. No sientes pena por mí aquí. Y en esta cárcel. I can see it's como una cárcel. Do you feel sorry for me? Do you feel, I feel sorry for. I feel sorry for Marta. You know, in my class yesterday, I calculated on my telephone 435 hours. Well, it's 435 hours she's sitting. At least I'm talking, I'm busy. My mind, I need to do things, but she's simply sitting, waiting for me to finish. All right, and telling me that I have only 5 minutes left. So it's harder for her than it is for me. My job is easy compared to hers. Okay, so, but I don't feel sorry for her. Ahora, para ellos sí, siento pena por ellos. Pobrecitos. I feel sorry for them. Yeah. It's clear that the referee was favoring the home team. Okay, el equipo casero. Sí, así, no? Home team. Yeah. Root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. All right. Es una canción de béisbol. It's clear, está claro, que el árbitro favorecía el equipo casero. It's clear that the referee favored, or was favoring the home team. They played really well. O sea, los visitantes jugaron, pero muy bien. They played really well, much better than their opponent. But the referee was visibly partial, visiblemente parcial en sus decisiones, in his call, sus llamadas, o sea, call, lo que decía, se dice call en este caso. But the referee was visibly partial, parcial, escrito, parcial, no imparcial, partial, impartial. But the referee was visibly partial in his calls. I feel sorry for them. It's clear that the referee was favoring the home team. They played really well. Better, much better than their opponent, su oponente, los otros. Much better than their opponent. But the referee was visibly partial. Me suena decir visibly hoy. But the referee was visibly partial in his calls. This happens sometimes, at least in appearance this happens, that you draw the conclusion, sacas la conclusión, you draw the conclusion that the referee is being partial. Yeah. And it seems very, very clear sometimes. Strange. I don't know. It's strange. I feel sorry for them. Yes. It's clear that the referee was favoring the home team, el equipo casero, the home team. They played really well, much better than their opponent. But the referee was visibly partial in his calls. Richard, yeah. Have you ever been a referee? No, I've never in my life. Oh, once. I was a referee in basketball, but informal referee in a get-together game. A get-together game es un partido donde se juntan amigos y se hacen it's a get-together game. It's not a formal basketball game. And you're the ref. To me, I have to be the ref. The ref is the referee. El árbitro. And I was a referee Y recuerdo cuando era una falta de, you got him. You got him. All right. A referee. So I've worked as a referee once in my life. 1 minute, we have 1 minute left. To feel sorry for. Yes. To favor, favorecer a alguien, to favor somebody. Yeah, to favor the home team. The visiting team and the home team. In the United States, it's the opposite. In Spain, when you see Real Madrid, Atlético. Si viene primero Real Madrid, es en el Bernabéu. Okay. In the United States, it's the opposite. The home team is the second, you see, because they receive. And so the home team is the second. And it's completely different here, the home team. And who won last week? I don't remember. I don't remember who won the games last week. I don't follow the league until the last part when it becomes more exciting. See you tomorrow.